Oh, I didn't notice at all.
Yeah, I know, because you don't give a shit about quality.
Like I told you before, I look at myself and not anybody else.
I look at you and nobody else.
Good, so we're on the same page. We're both looking at me the entire time. That's why it took you the entire episode to realize that you were out of focus.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Last Call. Thanks for tuning in, listening, watching.
Hooray. Why are you being weird?
Because I'm trying to post this to the
okay.
Patreon.
I was like, it seemed like maybe you were looking at me, like waiting on me to say something, but
I feel like I'm always waiting on you to say something.
I don't know why you don't like anything that I have to say.
I do not. That is a true story. That was good. I thought we were going to end up going really, really short. Then we got right there at that sweet spot at 40 minutes. That was good.
Yeah, it was good. Good talk. I'm not drunk. I mean, it's a little frustrating because I had a beer, like one beer before and one beer during, and my gin and juice was just sitting here. There you can sort of see it. It's full.
Yeah, my vodka is pretty full as well. I've only drank one beer during the episode, which is, I don't know, it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just drinking. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now.
It's probably the taco. I buy that. I I smoked some barbecue chicken thighs today.
Oh yeah, how they turn out? Do skin on or skin off?
Oh, I did skin on, and they turned out really well. I did 25 minutes with the skin side down, and then up to I tried to do up to 150. I flipped them and did them up to 150, and with the intention of putting them under the broiler until the skin crisped up. But I picked the thickest one that was furthest away from the heat. So while it was 150, everything closer to the heat was like 170. So
it's done. It was done.
So, but I mean, they were still all very good, and the skin was crispy, and like the barbecue sauce like glazed onto it. It actually turned out really good. So
you'll be bringing this to some tailgates then?
Maybe I only needed an hour, so yeah, I could probably do that.
You did it in the morning before we.
Yeah, exactly. I could probably do that.
Probably, actually, considering how early we get there, you probably want to do that like when you go back to take your kid back to the house. You can just go do it real quick for an hour and then come back with some hot and fresh food.
What would be really good though would be to bring like taco materials with that, and then like cut them up so that you got like smoked chicken with.
Well, that's the thing is we're doing a burrito bar for the Southern game, right? Because
that's true. I could bring smoked chicken.
There you go. We're set to go. I signed up for a barbecue competition in I think February.
Yeah.
But I'm doing one up in Lawrenceville.
Okay, cool. So Gwinnett, cool. Yeah, that's good.
I guess. It's wherever the not Braves stadium is. The Gwinnett Braves or Stripers or whatever they call themselves now. It's a Cool Ray Field, I think it's called.
Okay.
It's there. We're doing it there.
Cool.
Fun.
What do you got to cook?
Got to do a pork shoulder, pork butt, whatever, ribs, brisket, and chicken.
All right. Got to do a brisket, eh?
Yeah, my buddy will probably do the brisket.
Oh, yeah.
He did it last time we did this whole thing. So
I'm going to buy one soon. I'm going to do a brisket soon.
I finally found a place I can order like a whole pork leg. Like, the shoulder is like the front arm of the pig. And so, but you typically get it's either cut, it's in half. It's either the top part, which is the Boston butt, or the lower part, which is the picnic. But you don't really find them connected, the whole thing.
So you found something?
That's what we have to do for that competition I do in Memphis, the World Championships. And so I found a place I could order it here. And so I'm going to get one of them and just practice on that for a little bit.
Was the butcher not up the street? Would they not do it if you asked for it?
I haven't talked to them about it. I'm sure they probably would. I just haven't talked to them about it.
A lot of those places,
but they're expensive. They're super expensive. I found this one for like $90.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds a lot better.
As far as just practicing on to get the technique into it, but
I would love to do like a suckling pig or something though. I want to. I just haven't brought myself to
do it. We
should
buy
do it one
week. I'm into it. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Throw some hot coals on the ground, get a little rotisserie going.
Oh, that I really want to do. Like a whole pig, like bury it.
Oh yeah, the bury thing. Yeah, that's
I would love to do, like wrap it in palm leaves and bury it. What?
Is that like a Brazilian technique or something where you
Hawaii?
underground? I have no idea.
I don't know, man. I know people do it, and it looks good. I'm always amazed, like, you can, like, carve out the skin on the side of, like, a whole hog that you've smoked or whatever, and, like, everything inside of it is just, like, you eat it. All of it. All of it's
Yeah,
just food.
the thing with the whole hog is like, so I've never cooked a whole hog before, but I've been around plenty of people that have done whole hog, and it's great. But it's just kind of like a buffet of pig. Like the rib meat, you can't get a rib out of a
Right.
rib that you
You
can
don't
pull
just,
out
like,
and
yank
bite.
a rib out, yeah.
Right. It's basically just like whole shredded hog. You just kind of like scoop out shredded meat out of there, which is delicious. You get a mixture of all kinds of different things, but I don't get the appeal to whole hog. I think I would like to do it just to have done it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never.
I got the claws for Christmas.
Ah,
So the shredding claws, so I don't have to mess with it. And I got the liners for under the gloves too, the so I can handle hotter things.
yeah. Oh, you're getting all the gear.
I'm fancy. I'm real. I'm a smoker.
Yeah, you should come up and cook with us at the competition.
I will. No, I will.
Good, do it.
Especially now I got chicken. I got chicken down, but right now I still need
I
need a
say,
broiler.
please take chicken because I hate doing chicken. So.
Without a broiler, I don't know how to do it at this point. So
I crank the temp up. So, you gonna come out to any basketball games? Any more basketball games this year?
I would say I came to one, just not at the sports
That's
arena.
why I said anymore. That's why I said anymore.
Yeah, I tried to go to that one, but I tried to go to one at the sports arena too. Remember, but it got canceled.
Yeah, I do want to try to do like a legit like full on tailgate.
Yeah,
in G Deck, and then I think as of right now, my wife and kids will be out of town for that last game ever in the sports arena, that Lafayette game, on a Saturday, and so I'm like, that'd be a great opportunity to. I'll bring out the flat top and do some smash burgers and stuff.
hell
And
yeah, no, that sounds good.
yeah,
No, I'll definitely. I have every intention of going to basketball game. What John won?
he'd been. So John is. So John Weaver has popped up in the chat and says that he's been to the same number of games as Ryan has this year, which is one. Yeah, I think John's a little turned off by just how crazy the season has been with the cancellations and the injuries and everything, and
Well, they're not that good,
and the fact that we're not that good. It's definitely not been the season we expected to go into.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there were high hopes, especially and with Lanier too. And I feel like Lanier has kind of kept his head above water, but only just. And this year, it seems like maybe the wheels are coming off a little bit.
Yeah, well, again, like I said in the regular episode, I've got no idea what to expect out of this team. Yeah, John says all of the above on what you just said, Ryan. I have no idea what to expect. We've not seen this full team at its full potential, but is it the full potential even enough?
I think you're excuse making. I think maybe we
don't
have
know.
seen it.
I just don't know. I have no idea.
I know you say that, but I think that you're in denial.
I do question Lanier's style of coaching.
It's kind of like
I don't pay a lot of attention.
Like
I was never a big basketball fan, and never a college basketball fan. Probably more college than NBA. But my first real experience at following college basketball was Coach Hunter. So that is my basis. You're either like Coach Hunter or you're not like Coach Hunter, and that doesn't mean that you're better than Coach Hunter or you're not as good. You're just different. And so Lanier's different, and I'm trying to figure out now whether that different is as good as, better, or worse. And right now, I'm not seeing as good as.
Well, you could go to a game with Coach Hunter and you could just watch him the whole game, and it would be entertaining. You didn't even have to watch what was happening.
Just watching Coach Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, you just watch him, and it was fun to watch. So I mean, it's a whole different brand of basketball.
He was on the court as much as the players were. So yeah, it was like watching part of the game.
Well, be careful saying that, because I mean, we had to argue with other fans saying that exactly that.
He was legally on the court as much as
right,
other
as barefoot
teams.
as he wanted to be.
The barefoot thing kind of fell. That was one thing I was like really looking forward to, and I feel like it just kind of fell away after that first year.
He did it. He did it every year.
Yeah, but they had like the orange jerseys for the players that first year, and they took them all to Africa to put the shoes on the kids. And I think that happened maybe 2 years, maybe just 1 year.
I don't
And
think they
it,
went to Africa again, but I think they went to like Central America or something.
yeah,
And did
because
it.
RJ definitely went down there, and that was not the first. He was not here the first year. He was
Yeah,
here
it
the
was a
second.
cool thing. It felt good. I felt pride in my program that they were like representing us such a good way. You know.
I really liked it a lot. I thought it was great,
Yeah,
but yeah. So I just don't know what to think about this team. I don't know to think about linear style.
I think you do.
No, well, I don't have enough. If I don't have enough information, I don't think any of
I
us have
know.
enough information right
Okay.
now.
All right. I'll look forward to the day that you figure out that you have enough information and nothing's changed.
I think at the end of the season, I'll have a good idea.
Yeah, I guess. You might. I mean, who knows? Like Sosame might be hurt for the next couple games, and then somebody else might be hurt, and then at the end of the season, you'll be like, "Well, we never had our
We
full
never got to
potential.
see the whole team.
We never got to." Yeah, exactly.
You got me.
So, like a team should be able to even like last night, and we're talking about the national championship, but in the interview with Saban afterwards, he's talking about his injuries, and I'm like, if you're the best team in the country, you can sustain some injuries and still be good. Like a team is a team.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your backup 5-star was not able to play as well as your starting 5-star.
But even with us, you have a person out, you have the next up, and a good team has a next up. If the next up isn't there, we're not that good of a team.
You're absolutely correct, but there's only been a handful of players that I've seen on Georgia State since I've been following, which is admittedly short,
right,
with Coach Hunter. That I'm like, if that person's out, then I have serious concerns about the team. Like, obviously, if RJ's out, I have serious concerns about how this team's going to play. Sosame is one of those guys. He's the heartbeat of that team. Yeah. And when he's out, that it changes everything.
Well, and one or two players changes everything in basketball in a way that it doesn't in football.
Yeah, when one player being out is 20% of your on-field performance.
Right. Yeah.
But even then, supposed to be on the sidelines. You know, he was out there. He was still up there, energetic, getting everybody involved. So hopefully,
yeah, he's a leader for sure.
Yeah.
It's all right. You don't have to be such a sad dad about it. He's fine. He's good now.
I hope so.
We got the team is going to start gelling.
You're not knocking that rust off, and
the rust is knocked off. It's fine. We're gonna come out the gate swinging on whatever day that game is. Saturday,
Thursday.
All right, Thursday. Yeah,
if it happens.
Oh, it happens.
Will. I hope so. We haven't heard anything otherwise.
They all had COVID like last week, so you know they're all.
Did they all have it, or were they just around somebody who had it?
I don't know, man.
Either do I. I have no idea. You do sound good in your mic. I like your mic. It sounds nice.
Thanks. It should sound even better right now because I actually did have it on like manual earlier, and now it's on the auto, so it should be better. I don't know.
It depends on whether or not you're better at manual or auto. I don't know.
Of course, when I'm not in control, things are better.
That's very libertarian of you. Someone else control my life.
Yeah, exactly. You do it.
You got an episode title for me? You're pretty good at this now.
Oh, no, I don't feel like I'm very good at it. I feel like I come up with a lot of them, but you point out something I said or did, and that ends up being Ryan got a new mic. No.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're all we could say something about everyone's vaccinated.
Do not enter the portal. Oh, stay forever.
So did you see that though? I posted the thing. Alabama had 7 players enter the transfer portal, and they were like all producing players. Like they might not have been 100% starters, but they all had like some of those stat lines were good.
Yeah, so that's surprising. Like if you can't, I mean, you are starting at Bama, you are playing at Bama. Like, I guess you want to maybe it's part of this NIL deal where they're going to get some other schools are just going to pay them bukus of money, not schools themselves, but like some boosters and everything are going to pay them $1,500 an hour to, sign autographs.
That's what everyone just assumes that players are going to get, going to move up the ladder in terms of like programs. So the better programs are going to come in and take all of our better players. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that there is going to be that might happen initially, and there's going to be some like equalizing that ends up happening just like that. So those people are not all going to go to Georgia, so they're necessarily all going to go to worse programs.
Do you think it becomes like a status symbol thing, kind of like how a lot of celebrities have their designer shoe or bag or makeup line or whatever it is, and so now it's gonna be like different celebrities just pick the college team they want to make their own. So like that way we could get our ludicrouses of the Georgia State history. Like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start spending a lot of money and bringing in getting sponsorships and endorsement deals because like Ludacris doesn't have to give the guy money. He could just be like, hey, sponsorship that I have, pay this player to come to Georgia State. And now Ludacris becomes like I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna build this Bagman and build this program up, and that'll be my thing that I've done. I've shown how I've created a whole new program.
I think we give Ludacris coming to our school a lot more credit than we should. I don't think he gives a shit about Georgia
I'm using
State.
that as an example, and it doesn't have to be Georgia State. It could be any celebrity, anybody for any other school, where they just kind of say, "All right, now this is going to be my project where I want to show how awesome I am, how many people love me, is by me making this program be good because I'm going to use my name to make it better.
I'm gonna pay them a bunch of money.
My connections."
Yeah, I don't know, man.
By the way, yes, please. I would take that. I have no problem. If somebody wants to come in here and just like totally manipulate the entire system and make Georgia State a powerhouse program, I'm in.
No, I'm on the record of getting a coach that's willing to bend the rules and cheat enough to get us some momentum. Don't cheat so much that you get us to death penalty, but cheat just enough where we get a slap on the wrist a couple years down the line. We still have the momentum because we start winning some games, and we have the best talent in the Sun Belt, and start really just destroying
out
them.
of the Sun Belt.
And then get our slap on the wrist, but nothing really changes, and we keep on trucking upward. So I think a little bending the rules, a little cheating, a little money changing hands is not the worst thing in the world.
That's the difficult part, is because when you're a blue chip kind of program, you can kind of get away with that. But when you're the bottom tier program, that's the one that NCAA wants to throw the
you gotta put John's quote up there. It's a Chadwell amount of cheating.
Yeah. My cursor was over his message when it came up. A Chadwell amount of cheating. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, he's lost his power. He cut off his mullet, so he doesn't have his power, and he's like Samson from the Bible. He's lost his power.
Anyway, so I'm all for it, especially if you don't end up having to cheat. If you can just find a way to game the new system to do it, and like there's no slap on the wrist, hell yeah, let's do it. But I think you got to cheat a little. You got to cheat to win,
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's right. That's right.
So
cool. Are we good?
I think we're good.
You seem done.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just like hitting a wall here. I've got no idea what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah. All right, we're good.
Thanks everybody for listening. Hopefully next week's a lot better than this.
Well, we did all right, and honestly, our last calls have been like 10 minutes before. I mean, it's
good. And like you said, and it's different. We don't have Tim here to keep the ball rolling on more to talk about. So hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yeah,
after he gets back from his Antarctica exploration that he's been doing.
he went to Indianapolis.
Same place. So.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to everybody later. Talk to you next week. Thanks. You appreciate it. Listening. Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Be rule. Say goodbye, Ryan.
Goodbye, Ryan.